Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over Chespin Community Day. I usually make these a couple of days before it does happen. We still have a few more days, but this one I'm going to do early because I want you to prepare with those eggs, because that's what it's going to be all about for the most part. Alright, so this is going to be a good community day. We're going to have a new starter. Hey, let's go. Yes, it's going to receive the same move as all the other ones, but that's what they do for the first round. So this is going to be going down January 7th from 2 p.m. until 5 p.m. local time, in which we're going to get 3-hour lures and incense, and then 1/4 for the eggs. So you're going to have to incubate these once the event does start. You can't go into this and hope your eggs are just going to, half distance. You're going to have to incubate them once the event does start. So hold on to those eggs and do not incubate those. We'll look at that towards the end here. We're also going to be getting ×2 candy for catching, more XL candy as well, and then the $1 pass, which is always worth it. You don't need somebody to tell you if it's worth it. It's $1, and it's usually always pretty good for the items that you're going to be getting. Frenzy Plant, of course, which is going to be doing the same damage that it always does, and then you're going to get a couple of special trades. I don't trade with people, so all of this stuff really is completely disregarded by me, until I actually have a group of people that I hang out with for once. It's been a while. I kind of just go solo. And then, of course, we're going to be seeing the Tier 4 raids where, they want you to duo it. I was live streaming and I took out one by myself, but it literally just didn't allow me to beat it. It said, nah, it didn't. It's like literally forces you to play with others, so I'm not interested in those. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we have in the eggs here, seeing that this is what you're going to get for the bonus. Magikarp for the 2-kilometer eggs. Magikarp, Smoochums, Azurill, Badoo. There's really not much in here that I'm looking forward to as far as, yay! To be completely honest with you, yes, I'm going to be getting those 12-kilometer eggs, and that is going to be the tip that we're going to be going over. But Bridge Might, I suppose, is what I'm going to be getting, because you're not going to get a whole other set of 12-kilometer eggs once the event starts, right? Let's be real. Maybe a couple if you fight a couple of rocket leaders, or if you live in an abundant area with a bunch of stops and you have a bunch of radars, I guess you can restack them up, but you're going to collect these 5-kilometer eggs. Again, nothing really too crazy here that I'm particularly looking for. You do have Chingling, which does yield you more Stardust, so I suppose, those are going to be great. But again, you're not going to control whether or not you get a 5, 2, or 10-kilometer egg. So just showing you what we have here. You can't control by getting the 12-kilometer eggs by battling those rocket leaders. 10-kilometer eggs! Alright, you do have Shiny Noibat. Okay, this is where you'll kind of want to start collecting these. Shiny Axew as well. Shiny Riolu, I almost forgot its name. No Shiny Gumi, because they're going to give that a community day, although they can bring out the shiny before its actual community day, like Noibat. We know we're going to get that in the future. So, yes, good luck. Tortuga. We can also get one of those. And yeah, this is all looking pretty good. They're all looking pretty interesting, except for like 2 of those. Alright, now taking a look at the 12-kilometer eggs, this is where you want to start collecting these right now. Sandile. Now that thing is going to be a 4% if you're looking for the female, which is the only one that can evolve. That's going to be a 1% chance. I have still yet to actually hatch one. My first one was at 100. Really, I couldn't freaking believe it. And it was a male, so I'm stuck with it doing nothing. As far as anything else here, good luck. It's up to preference. I'm not going to say which ones you want or don't want, because they're all decent in their own right. So yeah, get out there and get those 12-kilometer eggs. Those are the ones that you want to start stacking up. I'm personally going to hold on to those and incubate them once the event does start. Taking a look at Chesnaught itself here, in the Open Master League at 102 rank. So it's going to be good up against Swampert, Excadrill, and several others here. But there's another thing that we need to talk about, and that's the fact that it is going to be hard losing up against the things that it is not too good up against. So Gyarados, Garchomp, and even beating Dialga. Losing hard to Mewtwo, Giratina, Dragonite, Metagross, and Zacian. And I don't like those 103 battle ratings. That's a very hard loss. And when a Pokemon has losses like that, that means you're getting completely walled in every degree. Okay, so you better have something to counter those things that it is not going to be able to go up against so well. But otherwise, it's looking pretty fresh up against a lot of the other meta, I suppose. Taking a look at the Ultra League here, ranked 104, good up against Swampert, Obstagoon, Galarian, Stunfisk, Scrafty, and Wailmer. Absolutely getting crushed by Talonflame, obviously. Trevenant as well, Giratina, Altered, Nidoqueen, and Cresselia. Cresselia is a 411, so it's not the worst around, but the other ones are not looking too great. Nidoqueen is not horrible, but you're going to be absolutely walled by some things, so just take that All right, while you go into this, if you're getting too excited for this in PvP, which is going to be great, I'm not saying it's not, but it is also going to get crushed by things as well because it doesn't necessarily have the best coverage for fire when it comes to flying and or ghost types as well. You're going to also be getting destroyed, especially Trevenant being a ghost and grass type. Yeah, so let's go ahead and keep it moving here. Great League is going to be ranked 75, and of course you're going to want lower attack and higher defense for this in the Great and in the Ultra League as well. And you're going to just be crushing all of the water types. Alright, so the losses are going to be bumped up to 201, so nothing in the hundreds, but still a pretty hard loss up against the Altaria, Noctowl, Trevenant, Skarmory for sure, but you do have superpower, so at least you're going to be able to combat that. We've actually seen Chesnaught going into the Great League up against the Skarmory with superpower, and it actually can hold its own to some degree. Pretty surprising how Medicham is at 222, which is not that horrible. Probably because it could just keep spamming your Frenzy Plant, which is going to be doing neutral damage to it, right? And you're going to be getting stab, and it does a lot. Frenzy Plant is just a basic, especially if you do have something to generate your energy really fast. Taking a look at the Premier Classic, 91, winning up against obviously Swampert, Obstagoon, Poliwrath, Whalmer, and Machamp Shadow. And regular Machamp, I would assume as well. Charizard, hard loss because of the typings, of course. Dragonite, hard loss. Gliscor, Trevenant again, and Escavalier. Although you do have superpower to do some sort of damage to that Escavalier, it's still going to be a pretty bad situation for you being that grass type. So it looks like I feel like it's going to be doing good in other leagues, but I love the fact that I'm going to be able to utilize it in the Open Master League as an XL. And I do have a 100 ready to go, so we're looking great. Is this something you want to completely max out for rating? Not so much, but you could. Alright, so taking a look at this really quick here, I should have recorded the whole battle between me and Arlo. It's nothing special. I just went in there with Mega Blaziken and blazed it up. You already know what it is. Catching that Mawile, Arlo's the only one that I do, but I guess I'll start doing the other one so I can start stacking up those 12-kilometer eggs because I want a whole inventory full of these. And this is another reason why I am putting out this video, so you can prepare accordingly and be ready for when this event does drop. And you're going to have all those eggs ready to go. Incubate them up, and you're going to be getting a whole lot of Stardust. Stardust is not increased, but you're going to be getting that simply just from hatching them, and then the distance cut down. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!
Touch the net. This is the best.